Most closers think they just need better scripts, but after reviewing over 1,000 sales calls, I discovered the real problem is something completely different. The biggest difference between a $5,000 per month closer and a closer who makes over $40,000 per month, it isn't talent, it isn't experience. It's about being able to actually understand human behavior, be able to read people to prevent objections from coming up in the first place, and if they do come up, they're very easy to overcome. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you an exclusive coaching call I do every single week in my Precision Closers Mastermind, where people pay me thousands of dollars to go ahead and review their calls. And I'm going to show you how to actually read prospects and understand them and prevent objections before they even come up in their mind, the psychology behind why people give surface level objections, and how to actually push and get beneath their mask, and my exact objection handling framework that take big beliefs and funnel them down into very easy objections to overcome. Now, I've taken over 7,000 sales calls and closed over $8 million in deals myself, and I've trained hundreds of closers to go from $5,000 to $40,000 per month like James here, or $3,000 to $32,000 per month like Georgie, by having better conversations and people actually thanking them at the end for selling them. So let me take you inside this actual coaching session where I break down how to actually read prospects' real concerns, prevent objections from even coming up in the first place, and the specific reframes you can start using in objection handling now to make your objection handling sessions more of a game rather than a battle. Let's dive in. Okay. And then what exactly are we taking a look at for here?
Just to start problem awareness, it was just a bad call from my side of things, to be honest. And also just for context, I probed, so I get told to probe into them on the WhatsApp conversation. So I already knew it's kind of month to month, and I went straight into that, but I went straight into a how long, which wasn't ideal.
Okay,
cool, mate. Great. Well, we can definitely just jump straight into things, man. Looks like you booked in the call about possibly getting help from Bruno to start an AI business. Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm just learning more, basically. Just consider ways of making more income, let's say. So I'm just looking to learn what you're about, really, what you do.
100%. We'll definitely get into it. And just so you know, like what we do with Bruno is a bit like custom, not one size fits all. So more depends on like what you feel like you need. But I know you and Bruno had a chat on the DMs, and appreciate you sending me a bit more context as well. So you said like right now, like things have been a bit month to month. Like there's a lot of outgoings coming out. Like how long has that been going on for?
Okay, so it's like pause. Did you have the conversation with him first, or did the setter?
Setter did, and then I reached out on WhatsApp and asked him for a bit more context, and he told me things were month outgoing. But like
I would just say, just generally speaking, just because like you haven't actually like had the conversation with him, and you can probably get more context, I would just start up like, hey, like, and I do know we talked a little bit back and forth, have a bit of notes here, but you know, things get lost in translation. What would even have you looking to start your own business in the first place? Right. And then it can come across a little bit more natural. Now, the biggest thing right now is if you heard it, he's already like giving you non-buyer language. Like from the very get-go. He's already like distancing himself from like having to make a decision. So like there's nothing we really do right now, but like I would write that down, like, hey, just looking for information, and just know after I get the leverage, that needs to be addressed.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, like since I launched this business really 3 years ago, you know. So yeah, look, don't worry, I'm not hourly or anything like that, you know what I mean? But I want more disposable income to do more with, like investing, all that type of stuff. Just options, like, you know.
Right, man. Yeah. So around the last 3 years. So aside from obviously investing as well, I guess you're not truly making the income you like to be making with the business. Like, what does that prevent you from doing that you like to be doing?
Just like I said, just having more income, you know. Like it doesn't prevent me from doing anything. I do what I want to do, like, you know what I mean? I have money for that, but I've got more security, you know, more money in the bank at the end of the month. That's really as simple as it is, you know.
Yeah, security in what sort of sense? Obviously, that has a lot of different definitions to different people.
Yeah, just more left over, you know, just more, like, just that peace of mind. Peace of mind, you know, yeah, more money in the bank. That's it.
Yeah, so like at the end of the month, like, is it quite tight, like when it comes to how much left over?
He's gonna play.
It's tightish, yeah. No, I'm fine, like, you know, but like I said, it's just more, like, you know,
yeah. You see, he's so non-committal, like with his language. So what we need to do right now is we just need to be a little bit more direct. Like right now, we're beating around the bush a little bit. Okay. But it's like, well, hey, man, like some people are like, if you can afford everything you want, it doesn't prevent you from doing anything. You just want a little bit more like money in the bank, right? Like, I don't know anybody who walks over broken glass just to see numbers increase. So for you, like, why is that actually important?
Okay.
Right. Like we need to get more. Cause like right now he's so flippant, and he's just keeping his cards very close to the chest. He started at the very beginning. That's what I'm saying. You can probably get him to be a little bit more open if we just start more open at the beginning rather than like jumping forward in the conversation. Even if we do already have that information, I still want him to say it, right? That way, again, like I can push back a bit if I need to. And like right now, we would need to because he's just being very flippant about his problems and what he wants.
Yeah. Do you feel like a
Okay.
really good question to ask? Do you feel like you don't quite have that security and peace of mind right now?
Well, I would just ask, well, hey man, like, why do you actually want like more money in the bank? If you could do everything you want, you feel like, things aren't too bad right now. Like, why do you even want more?
Ah, I see.
Right. And if he's like, oh, well, it just like gives me more security. It's like, okay, well, what does that security actually do for you? Because that's going to be different for everyone.
Okay.
Right. Like you need to take it like that extra layer because like what you did right there, it's like, it makes sense. I see where your head's going. Like he's just telling you all this stuff he wants. And we're like, okay, well, what's actually missing? But from how flippant he is, we need to be a bit more direct where he's just not going to give it to you.
Okay. Got you.
Make sense?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Just not working.
You just don't have that full peace of mind when it like over the last few years, or
Yeah, well, look, my income. See, I'm a physical therapist, so my income is time for money. You know what I mean? So I want to do something. Make money in a different way. That's where passive income comes into it. So I've just been looking into it for the last while, last number of months, and I'm seeing what options are out there, basically.
Right, man. Yeah. I guess obviously you mentioned you're not on the poverty line. Like I guess what makes you obviously aside from it being a bit tight at the end of the month, like what makes you feel like the income just isn't maybe quite enough, and you would want to be making more?
The bottom line, simple as
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like pause.
You
Okay. So now I didn't hear it, but if he said like, "Hey, like I'm not at the poverty line" or something like that, like some fucking stupid comment, it's just like, "Hey, man, we don't talk to homeless people here, right?" Like be real with me. Why are you not okay just spending your time, like trading your time for money? Like, why are you not okay with that? Because like a lot of people are. So it's more of like you leaning out because like right now we're just even though. Like, if we lean out right now, he's gonna have to start leaning in a bit and justify why he's here. Like, right now, we're trying to do too much work for him,
Okay.
right?
sense.
It's like we're trying to put the pieces together for him rather than just leaning back and he's like, "Hey, man, like, why would you like, it sounds like everything's great. Like, why would you even wanna do this?"
Okay. Got you. And so whenever you hear something like that, "Oh, I'm not on the poverty line, things are fine," do you always
Yeah.
use that rebuttal of like, "Yeah, we don't talk to homeless people, obviously."
Yeah, it's like, well,
Okay.
of course, man. Like, we don't talk to homeless people over here, right? Um, most of the people that we work with, like, are working professionals. Right, so, like, now I'm normalizing that, like, "Hey, this is normal. You're not different than the people." 'Cause
Mm,
what's happening, and what can happen, just so you can understand a little bit of the psychology behind it, is, like, he spent, like, he seems like an older guy. He is a physical therapist. You tend to have a degree for that. So he spent his entire life, like, doing something, and then, like, now he's getting to the point where he feels like it's not enough. But
mhm.
because he has all this ego around it, because he's probably making more than like the average. I don't know. He sounds like he's from the UK, right? But I can't delineate from all the accents over there. But he sounds like he's making more than like the average person over there. Okay, but it's like compared to what? So I need to get him to start to admit that like his current circumstances isn't enough for him.
Okay. Yeah. And being direct makes a lot of sense. Just
Yeah, and it's
maybe.
like and if you just get like he's like, oh, I don't want to trade my time for money. I'm looking like for passive income. It's like, okay, well, why are you not okay trading your time for money? Because I know a lot
Yeah.
of people who are. Right? So if I just allow that to be more of like a truism, like it's not addressed,
Yeah.
then he never has to connect the dots. He never actually has to admit why he's not okay with that. And then we never actually get to the real pain.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah, I missed that. And then he starts like kind of pushing back here. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You feeling that lack of security? Like, have you felt like lack of security like over the last few months that you have been more paycheck to paycheck?
No, I'm just like I'm kind of repeating myself here now. I know you're fishing for like kind of buzzwords and stuff, but
Yeah. It does feel like
we-
you're fish. You get what I mean? It's
yeah.
like it seems like you're trying to do a lot of the work for him, which comes across like fishing.
Yeah. If someone
Okay.
said
So like,
fishing,
mhm,
like, are you like you're fishing for something, or later on in the call, he was pushing back a lot more because it wasn't great call, and he was
yeah.
saying you're looking for something emotional out of me, X, Y, Z. I use like the reframe
Uh-huh.
you used about I'll drive the same car, like my life isn't gonna change. Do you use that in discovery, or like what would I use in?
You can. It kind of depends on like what he's saying. But if he's like, oh, it sounds like you're searching for something emotional, it's like, well, hey man, like at the end of the day, like you starting your own business and like being able to get like XYZ, like I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, like we don't sell magic pills over here. Like this isn't gonna be easy. Like there needs to be a reason, right? Because if there isn't any reason here, right, and there's no actual drive, I'll be the first one to tell you, like, hey man, like we're not your champs, right? Because it's like it's just not gonna work. Right. So it's just having that conviction of like, hey, you need like we need to talk about your reasons. Like otherwise, like you're not going to be able to get the results.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Funding, right? So if you I can help. Yeah, I guess just understand like obviously you feeling like that like over the last few years of it being quite tired at the end of the month. Like what type of impact has it actually had like on your day to day?
Hasn't had any impact. It's just I want more money. Like I can't say I'm not getting blunt or anything like that. No, don't get me wrong, but I can't say it any other way. I just want more security. I want more money in the bank. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and like I fully get obviously from a money standpoint. Like at the end of the day, I get that. But it's just like some people are fine with not trading their time for money, right? I guess how much are you bringing in like on average with the current business?
5 to 6K per month.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, 6K per month, and that's in euros. Got you, man. I see. Got you. Like, have there been times, I guess, like, you feel like you haven't had security? Like,
if we're stuck here, right? Like, if he's very like forward focus, then you can just go like, hey man, like, what's the like? Okay, so we're making 5 to 6K per month right now. Like, what's the goal, man? Like, what do we need to be making? What do we need to be having in the bank each month?
Okay.
And then ask, well, why? Like, what's the actual reason? Besides, like, you just seeing numbers on the screen, because like ultimately, you know, like that's meaningless. Like, what does that actually do for you? Right? Like security. Well, what like because security means different things to different people. Like security in what way? Right? Like what are like actual tangible things that you would actually do with an extra 5K per month hitting your bank account and you not having to trade your time for money?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like we just need to get maybe more specific. Like if you're having a real hard time, because like right now it just seems like we're fishing. He's telling you it feels like you're fishing. So if we're just having a real hard time, just try to get specific on the goal and then you can just go back to the problem.
Okay, got you. So just to understand, like that is just a situational awareness. If you're really struggling on a call, you just go to goals, what they want, tangibles, and then go back after. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like then once you have like tangible goals, then it's going to be very hard for him to say like, oh, it's just really simple. You know what I mean? Because like now we gotten him to admit like something tangible he doesn't have. Right.
Okay.
So he's admitting there's a gap there.
Yeah. Gotcha. Makes sense. Thanks. Yeah. And then I think I'll skip forward a bit. There's one part of that.
It hasn't been enough at the end of the month. Like you make it 5 to 6K.
No, it's never not been enough. But like I said, I just want more. Like I want to be bringing in, you know, on average, I'd be happy with 7, 8K at least. In and around that 8 to 10K mark would be fantastic.
Yeah. What would that allow you to do? So I've obviously like having more peace of mind, security, like bringing 8 to 10K.
So you did go that route.
Yeah.
Right. Like you did go that route, but like again, like just listen to his language.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to make an extra like 2K per month. Well, hey man, who wouldn't be happy with just more money? Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you need to make more money?
Yeah. And also, just for context on him, he's actually got 4 kids and like family. And I was just thinking, if we think in terms of his needs, right? Does it make sense? Because I always used to like brush off investments as an answer. But I was just thinking for him, if he's got kids, he wants more money in the bank, more security. Does it like make sense? Is that like, why is that so important for you having more?
Well, it's like, we'll pull back the layers. Like security for what?
Yeah.
If you say, hey, I want to make sure like I leave, you know, $100,000 to each kid because I really stacked up the cash and given them like a big leg up in life. It's like, dude, fantastic fucking answer. But if he's just like, yeah, I just kind of wanted a little bit more money in the bank, security, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like one is like actually tangible. And there's a bit of like thought, there's a bit of motion behind it. The other one's just flip it, just like, well, what are we talking about? I just want to start a business, bro. You know what I mean? Like one's genuine, one's not.
Okay.
So it's like the goals or the problems or anything like that. Like don't go into the conversation searching for like, hey, I need this type of answer. It just needs to mean something to them. Like, and you can tell if somebody's actually contemplating, they're thinking, like it's genuine. Like this guy, he's not being like actually open. Now, part of that's on us. Okay.
Yeah.
Part of it is just like we need to break his pattern.
Okay. Got you. Being more direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And yeah, so I was thinking in my mind, like maybe, okay, he's looking for certainty. So I was wondering what you think about these questions.
Okay.
So I just want more of a buffer.
It might be
there,
pushing.
you know.
Yeah. Have there ever been like unexpected outgoings as well, like extra on top where you don't have a buffer for it?
No, thank God. No, I've always been able to cover stuff. But if that day came, that's what I'm talking about. That's the security.
Right.
You know, if it did, like if I got sick, if my wife got sick or whatever it is,
Yeah.
you know, I just want that there, you know.
Yeah. Do you have like a buffer if anything was to happen? Like if you got sick, or like what would happen in that case?
I don't have much of a buffer though. No.
Okay. So what do you feel like you would do, like if something unexpected come up or isn't enough at the end of the month?
Don't know.
I see, man. And like you said, you've been feeling like this the last few months, like you wanted that more buffer, like wanted that more security. Well, how long do you say it was?
Yeah, I suppose I would consider passive income the last 3 to 4 months, you know, but like I've been scaling my business, you know, since I lost basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What is the main reason you'd be like looking to potentially start a new thing rather than just doubling down on the business? You mentioned like trading time for money. What is the main reason you'd be wanting to not double down on that?
Well, that's what I'm considering, you know. I just want to see, is there, you know, easier ways of making money? I suppose like I have a bricks and mortar business, you know.
Yeah.
And it's going well and my diary's full, all of that stuff. But, you know, my next step is online, either taking that online in some way, shape or form, which I'm considering also.
Okay.
And as I said, I'm just considering everything. And that's what this is part of this. Like, you know, I have sales marketing experience. I used to be sales manager.
Okay.
You know, I was in sales for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So like this stuff is not foreign to me. You know what I mean? I know a decent amount of that, what people are looking for. Plus, I'm also in the boat of scaling my business myself. So I'd be bringing this to people in my position. So I would know their pain basically. You know what I mean? So look, I'm just interested. I'm just seeing what the deal is with it and if it's a run up basically. You know.
100%, man, for sure, and we'll definitely go through that. So you mentioned like obviously I know you're looking into other things, but what would be the reason?
Yeah, so I was just getting why he doesn't want to do the normal thing, but
Yeah. Well, it's like also something as well. Like you don't do passive income, do you?
like we kind of label it as passive income, just like you work less, like not have to.
So it's like you have more time.
Yeah.
So like I would like the also the big point here, right? He's saying like more money, more security, and you did get something out of him. You finally got him to actually tell you something like a bit real. But I would like a big area here too is like, well, why does he want to separate his time for money?
Yeah, for sure.
Or what? For who? Right? Especially when we're talking about like older men. Generally speaking, and you mentioned he does have a family, so if he has a full stack calendar, he's running a business that he has to physically be at.
Yeah.
We're just thinking like that's a potential pain point. And he mentioned time.
Yeah. I actually go into that. So I finally get that out of him. And then I kind of flesh that problem out a bit, you know, want to have more time for family, hobbies, all of that. And then I try lump it together and ask an impact. And it didn't go well. And then I tried to do Super Bowl reframe and it didn't go well. So I'll show you this. But that's pretty much the last thing.
I see, man. Yeah. Got you. So have more time to do that. Yeah. Well, I guess again, I don't want to assume, right? Because not in your shoes, I'm in mine. But I guess you having to work like 50-hour weeks, but still being pretty month to month, right? Not having a lot left over with the outgoing, and also not having the time to do as much traveling like you just do, all the things you want to do. Like, what is that doing to you, man?
Well, I'm working hard. I don't mind it, but like I said, I'm not afraid to work hard. You know what I mean? But you know, can I make more money? You know, simple as that. You know, I have a good life. You know what I mean? But and I'm grateful for a lot of what I have. But you know, I know that there is more money there to be made on the internet. You know, if I get a little slice of that.
Yeah. Right, man. Because like I fully get where you're coming from that you want money, but I guess like, do you mind if I do share a suggestion?
Yeah.
Like can you see how that's
like
a bit of a
right? So when we do ask more of that personal impact question, like we need to like slow down to make sure we really emphasize it.
Okay.
Right. So it's a little bit with our tone. Okay. Because if we're quick with it, it can get a more knee jerk reaction. Especially like with this guy, he's been giving you knee jerk answers like the entire time. So I'd probably even emphasize a bit of like, you're like thinking about it. So it's like, I was like, hey man, like you've been spending like what 50 hours a week and just paycheck to paycheck, not doing the things you really want to do. Like, I guess like what's that actually doing to you though? Like personally. Right. And just like really like lean in and give it a bit more time. So, cause if you give it more time with your question, you're really thinking, it's a thoughtful question. Naturally, people want to give a more thoughtful answer to more thoughtful questions. But if we say it and our tone doesn't shift at all, it just seems like more formulaic, then we just get more of a knee-jerk response from him.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. And I guess if we slow it, it's like I've had more time to internalize the question as well.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like he has more time to internalize what you're actually saying, and then because you're taking more time, he's going to take more time.
Got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was pretty much it. He pushed back against that. Eventually, I kind of got something out of him. He said, "Yeah, I worry."
Yeah,
like you feel
it's like
you just have a head.
Well, good on you for fucking fighting for it, right?
Yeah.
Like not giving up on it. You know what I mean? He's
I
a little
literally
bit
had
more of like a harder nosed prospect.
Yeah. I literally had 3 calls yesterday. They were all like this. Like another guy
Yeah.
against my frame. I'm going to show you some of the calls. I'll send them on a one-on-one and send them over. But
Okay.
they like all pushing against me super hard. It's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, it's like generally speaking, like how you structure the call. Is it more like you're just diving into it like you did?
No. With the other ones, I went a bit more open. Just this guy,
Okay.
but they were just also tough calls. Like the other guy straight up was like, to be honest, man, I just want to know what you guys do, like non-bio language, and I'm super skeptical. This sounds a bit too good to be true. Like first thing he said, and then but yeah, I'll show you those calls another time.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. With things like that, I typically just defuse with humor. I was like, hey, man, think it's too good to be true, but it's still here, right? So we're making some progress. We'll work on that. Don't worry, dude. But just so you know, like what we do, it's fairly custom, right? So we don't have like a one size fits all. So help me understand, man. Like, and then you just go right into it.
Yeah.
Because like what's happening, they're coming on the call, like they're very tense. So humor is a really great way to ease people because it's involuntary, like laughing.
Yeah.
Okay? Dopamine spike, and then they let their guards down.
Okay.
So if somebody's coming on like super, super tense, that's number one. Number two, if this is something that's a pattern, and we can definitely delve more in this like on a one-on-one, I would want to understand like what the sales process looks like of like what people are showing up. Now, again, I know you've been on the call, like you've been on the offer for some weeks, and it's like if it's just like a few rough calls in a row, like we don't want to overreact to anything.
Yeah, this was like the first few, but I'll definitely ask more about like frame in general. Because is it like mostly frame like a skill set thing of like you're not able to open them up? Because I feel like I need to do like I worry about internal work sometimes of like my authority, and like sometimes like you get the bitch voice saying after like, oh, you just get walked over, you're a people pleaser, that kind of thing. So I want to learn that for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely dive into it. When we're talking about like having a strong frame, it really comes down to like you going into the conversation, like not being reactive and not really caring, like genuinely like what they think, right? Like you don't need the sale. Like that's how you're going into it. Like you just want to have a good conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that's a frame that we're going into the conversation with. And we're going to have the conversation the way that I want to have the conversation. If not, you can legitimately get fucked. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like you can bounce off the call. Like it's literally that. Now it never gets to that point. It never gets to that point. Like you check somebody once, they fall into frame and it's easy. But if we allow somebody to like disrespect us or anything along those lines, if we don't address it even a little bit more head on, then they get more and more confident in that type of behavior, and then it escalates.
That's probably what I need to work on, addressing it, because I'll do the like, oh, it's about what you need, or like these little word tracks, but it's never enough, and they just start pushing back more. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a look at those calls on a one-on-one.
Amazing. Thanks so much, man.
Okay. So yeah, absolutely. All right, perfect. All right, and then Appy, what do you have for me? There's sound. Okay, so hopefully.
And that would be for $4,200.
Okay.
Good.
Any questions on that?
No, but I definitely have to think about that.
Yeah, no problem at all. I guess what's like coming up for you that makes you do so? Just see if I can help.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
You mentioned you need to go and think about it, and I just said like that's no problem at all. I guess like what's coming up for you that makes you want to do so? Just to see if I can help.
No, it's just it's $4,000 is a big investment. And again, I expected that there would be that there. I just have to figure out if, like the fundamentals one I did, right? $1,600. Again, when she told me it was $600, I was like, let's go. Like, no problem. And then I'm like, cool. Wasted that, so I just have to kind of put my pieces together. And do you guys have payment plans and stuff like that? Or is it?
Yeah, but we don't really have like any like set payment plans, but we can like help like make it more like digestible and everything. I guess like I'm just curious, like if like money wasn't in the equation, so if money aside, would you do it then?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Like why though?
Because I feel like I need all those things.
like oh no, I mean like besides just like the program, like why actually invest in yourself so you can break this 15-year cycle that you've been in?
I mean, because I think it's important. Like,
okay. Yeah. In what way?
Because I feel like I think live my life.
Yeah. And you've been able to break that cycle. Like, what would that allow you to do?
Right. Go do more stuff with my family and friends, and have my own strategy.
Right. Something you've been trying to achieve for how long?
For a long time.
How long is a long time?
15 years, at least. Probably longer than that.
Yeah, exactly. So, Melissa, I have to ask, like, what do you think is actually riskier at the end of the day? Is it holding on to the money that we have and staying in the exact same cycle 1, 2, 3 years from now and continuing to feel stressed and that regret every single day? Or investing in ourselves, our health, our future, so we can look back 1 year from now and be a completely different version of ourselves? Which one do you feel like is more risky?
Well, doing the same cycle for sure. But even at that, I'm a single girl. I'm supporting myself. So it's a big jump. I'm not saying no. Like, I'm definitely not saying no.
We can definitely speak about that in a second, but I'm just curious, like, why do you think that is riskier? Staying in the same spot 1, 2, 3 years from now, why do you think that is more riskier?
I mean, I guess it'd just be living the same life I'm already living. So, but I know how I've spent the last, amount of.
And like, what would that mean for you personally? If you're in the exact same spot, living the exact same life, and now, God forbid, if things get even worse than they are right now, what would that mean for you personally?
I think it would suck.
In what way?
Because I'd still be on the same cycle. I'd still kind of have that all or nothing mentality. I'd still, maybe not have the answers that I need.
Yeah. Are you willing to allow that to happen?
I don't want it to happen. No, for sure. But,
why not? Because you can. Why don't you want to let that happen?
Because I don't. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to stay on the hamster wheel.
Yeah, exactly. And then, Melissa, here's the thing. We can figure out like the money side of things, but the commitment, like I said, to change, to break the cycle, that is completely up to you. So I have to ask again, are you actually committed to make that change?
I am absolutely committed to doing work and making changes and doing that. But I can't make a.
So it's like what happened, and what we need to maybe just get a little bit tighter on is like, you can tell when the butt's coming. Right? Like, you're doing a good job of like getting her to come along like your way, like getting buy-in from like certain areas. Okay. So it's like, we're doing a good job, like getting buy-in. There's maybe like a little bit, like just what you could tell, like her personality. Like maybe we're a little bit too harsh and she's getting slightly defensive, but she's coming along with you and we're getting good buy-in. Okay. It's just like, you could tell it's like, yeah, but like, you can kind of tell like when that's happening, they're like, yes, I need to, like, their voice kind of gets higher and then it drops. And then that butt's coming right then. So it's like, okay, well, hold on, right? And it's like, you immediately get in and you move to the next step. It's like, okay, so like, if we're committed, like, let's focus on what we can do, not what we can't do. Like, just to see if we can help, because we can create something custom for you. Bills, expenses aside, what are you working with? Right? So you get in there and you don't allow them to get to the butt. If you do allow them to get to the butt, it's not going to be the end of the world. You just got to like take them back to like where you were. You just basically ignore it.
Yeah, and I can. Oh, you're frozen. Okay, there you go. You're back.
And
I could feel that butt.
So you just basically ignore the butt.
Yeah, and I can feel it coming the whole way along. That's why I was just going through it. So in that case, is it good to just like stop and address it, or just keep it going?
So it's like, I would cut it off. Like, so before we get there, like, you just interrupt.
Okay.
So it's like, oh yeah, I'm committed. I definitely want to change. But it's like, okay, well, when you say, like, you're committed to change, right? Then you're right into it. So when you say like you're committed to change, like money, That's actually the easiest part of this whole thing. So if you're committed to change, we can definitely make it work for you. So help me understand, because like what we do is custom in terms of like the payment options, bills, expenses, decide what are you actually working with, and let's create a game plan on how we can make this happen. All right, and then I'm right into it. Okay, because like right now you got the buy-in, she needs to do it. It's riskier to stay the same. Now we just need to get a number out of her. Okay, and then from there, if she continues not to move forward, then that's when we go down fear.
Okay, that's cool. Makes sense.
$4,000 like decision right on the fly. And
Really understand. Completely understand. Like, please just be like real with me here because I'm trying to help you. Is it a case where you don't have another format available and you need like a payment plan to make that happen, or is it a case that the investment is just a little nerve-wracking for you?
Again, I didn't know what to expect. I think that coaching is expensive, and I fully expect, and it's for me, I need to balance like the way I work. I have to balance like the cost effectiveness and, all that stuff, and like see where I have, budget wise,
Yeah,
and
I get that. But I guess which one is it out to? Is it more so like the nerves?
Like I don't think that question's needed. Right? So because you already got like the commitment and everything like off like you've already tied all that part off. So it's like it's an unneeded step like in the process. Like I don't think it's gonna hurt. Right. But like it's not needed in the process. Like you go into, and now if she gives you like pushback on like what she has and different things like that, like then we can just start being a little bit more direct. But at this point, you've already got like, hey, it's riskier to stay the same. I don't want to do that. I'm committed to change. Like we already have those things all tied off. And it's from there, it's like, hey, like, what are you actually working with? And when she says, oh, I have the full amount, then it's like, we can go for it. But it doesn't sound like that's the case. Right. So it's like, just right now, I just want to get a number out of her.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it's like fair or logistical, because if she said, I just do not have the money, I'm not going to go down the fair route, right? It's just like completely logistical. But if she says, I have the money, but blah, 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 then I don't know if she's just scared to take that step.
Yeah. So it's like right now, I would just like try to see like, hey, like, what are you actually like? What are you working with right now? Just see how we can help over here. Then like she'll either tell you she has the full amount, or she'll tell you like what she's working with, and then you can help create a payment plan or go financing.
Got it. But like leading up to this point, do you think that was like all the different like parts that I had to check off? Do you think it was necessary, or is it good to just go straight to that question? Hey, what are you working with?
So for her, like the difference is with people who are trying to come up with solutions, like you can kind of skip a bit of that and just like, hey, like, what are you working with? Like, what can we do? With people who are trying to come up with solutions, immediately she's like, I need to think about it. There's a lot of money, budget. Like she's throwing out a ton of shit. So it's like you already immediately understand it's not purely a logistical money objection. Like there is logistical money in there, but there is fear involved. So that's why getting those tie-offs super important. So then when you get to this point, now that we're talking about money, we can have a bit more of an open conversation. She's more likely to be open with you.
So it just depends on the person.
Yeah. So if they're like, oh, dude, like, oh, fuck, man, like I really want to do this. I get paid Friday. That person's come up with solutions. But if they're like, oh, that's just expensive, like they're throwing their hands up. You know what I mean? Like it's a wildly different conversation. Because one is like, hey, I need to do this. I just can't. One is like, there's a belief behind it. Like, hey, that's expensive. I'm going to throw my hands up. I don't get this. Right? Like you need to have a little bit more of a like tie down, a more of a straightforward conversation with those types of people.
Got it.
Okay. Because like the problem is if you do just go straight into logistical with people who are like a bit more fearful, different things like that, very unlikely to get straight answers, or they're going to like lowball like what they can actually do.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
So the reliability of those answers are just lower overall.
Cool. The investment is just like sticker shock, like nerve-wracking? Or is it the case where if I just can't pay my bills?
It's any large expense for me is nerve-wracking. So it's it's
okay. So
it's just not enough spy for me.
So if it would help, like I said, I don't want like the funding side of things to be the thing that stops you from living the life that you want to. One thing that I can offer is that I can give you a discount purely just based off like the money that the company makes off like the baseline. So if it's something that you actually want to do, like it's like the money side of things, I can like just take money off of the company's bottom line and get it down to 3,800. Just one-off payment. You do that just for 6 months, and it will get you in. Now, if after 1 month, you don't feel like this is for you, you have a 14-day money back guarantee. You just say, I don't feel like this is for me. It's similar to what I tried before. If that's the case, no problem. We'll just give your money back. Because I genuinely just want to help you make this change. Because I know what it's like being in that cycle for so long and how it feels, right? And I know how it feels being able to finally break that. So if there's anything I can do in my power, even if that means taking money off the company's bottom line, Joey won't be too happy, but it's fine. Because at the end of the day, all we care about is not making profit, it's being able to help you. So if we did that, would that help you commit to this?
It wouldn't make enough of a difference for me to say like, yes, I'm going to write you a check right now. It would help. Yes, absolutely. I just still have to go.
No problem. No.
Yeah, it's like logistical. She doesn't have it.
Yeah. By the way, that whole discount thing, I don't even like doing it. It's just like how the founder wants me to kind of like do it. He wants me to like lead with like the discount. I don't really understand that.
Yeah, like for some people it can work. I think like overall, it's more of like typically like that doesn't make or break the sale. Like something like that, I feel like can come across salesy. But besides the point, she just doesn't have it right now. So it's like right now we just need to start to see if we can't solve it logistically. Okay, once it's tied off logistically, and let's just say for whatever reason she doesn't move forward, then like that's when we go into fear.
All right.
Right. So it's like, so we need to make sure we just tie off money at this point.
Problem at all. And then again, we don't really. Is it also the case with finding the right payment plan, rather than you even believing that we can help you get to where you need to go?
No, I think you absolutely can help me get where I want to go. That's not.
Yeah, and that's not a problem at all. Most people don't come to us because they're all millionaires, right? And have all the money. So if you need a payment plan to make it happen, that's completely normal. So we don't really have any like set payment plans. But like I said, I'm just here to help you. So just to see like what we can come up with, bills and expenses aside, what do you have available? Just to see what we can do.
I don't know. Like that's where I have to like right now I put some money aside, but I have an assessment on my HOA. So like I've got things moving. So I just kind of have to go, I have some saved, but it just kind of depends where I need to plug those holes. So I don't have something. Like if I'm calculating it out, it's like $700 a month. That's not,
Okay, so it's like right now we need to slow her down a bit.
Yeah.
Like she's very scattered and she's a bit fearful.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like you can physically do this with your hands. Or like, hey, it's okay. Like we'll figure this out together. Like put her at ease a bit. Because like right now, she's not at ease. Like she's still in like that fight or flight mode. And she did tell you like, hey, right now if I calculate out like 700. Right? So then it's like we just need to slow her down and like, okay, can we actually make 700 a month work? I don't know what all the payment plans are. But then see if I can't like drill down on it. And then if not, right, then maybe financing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like right now she's scattered, she's scared, she's fearful. So it's like we need to slow her down. Okay. And just like walk her through. And like this part is going to be a bit more like leading in general. Okay.
I think that's where I went wrong because especially in like objection handling, I think when it comes to naturally it's more like leadership. So I don't know where you draw that line of like leading them and pushing them versus like trying to help them while still
it's
not
like
there.
you're somebody that's like in their corner. It's like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure this out together. All right. So help me understand. When you said like you calculate out like 700, like what do you mean by that exactly? And what are these other expenses like coming up? Right. And then you just walk through a situation. It's like, okay, either like you can like, typically what I'll do, it's like, okay, paid in full financing payment plan. So I'm like, okay, so it doesn't look like we do the full amount. Can I share with you what most clients would do who are in a similar situation? They're a little bit unsure about the bills, but how we can actually make it work for them more like financially. It's like, oh yeah, for sure. It's like, so what we have, and it does depend a bit on what you qualify for, but we have a third-party funding partner. Okay. So I don't know what your third party, like what you have, but that's genuinely what I would go into that right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, we don't need to review the rest of it. I think it was just that part there because it's not that fine line between where do I like lead them and make them feel like, I'm being nice. It's just about...
And if you run into these calls a lot, the call that I suggest, like one of mine, that this lady was very, very similar. I believe it's this one. Yeah, this one. Super, super fearful in a really tough spot, like financially. Basically, like she like spent her last dollar. right? And so there's a lot of like leadership, but also empathy of like slowing her down. She was a bit scattered, like same type of energy. So just slowing her down, like, hey, like we're gonna figure this out. Let's focus on this. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. All right. Like you're on board. Like we're gonna get out of this. Right. And like you're in their corner and you're an advocate for them.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think the empathy part is like what I need to work on for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. But it's like overall, like what you did really well is like you did get the buy-in, you made sure you tied things off. It's
Yeah.
just then at that point, we just need to slow down, empathy, actually get very clear on the numbers and see like how we can make it work.
Yeah. And you know the part where you're asking them, hey, why would you do this? What would that do for
Uh,
you? Like blah blah blah. I
uh-huh.
got a lot of pushback from that from the founder because he's like, you don't need to, it sounds really repetitive. You should just like speak at them.
Yeah.
I mean that's not for you to like comment on, but like,
Yeah.
how do I
Well,
manage that? You know?
yeah, well, like when it comes to feedback from the founder, like generally speaking, like most offer owners do not know what it's like to sell on someone else's offer, right? Because they just sell on their own offer.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like you can take their advice like with a grain of salt. Now, if you're not listening to advice and then you're also not selling, like that's when you'll start to run into issues. Okay. So it's just like you got to make sure you do the work to make sure you're selling, all that fun stuff. But it's like, dude, I would never listen to any founder try to tell me how to sell, bro. Right? It's like I would get in fucking arguments. But I'd always be the top guy, so I can't say shit about it.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. And then Nathan, what's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
New place is looking good, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, here for a few weeks, so we'll see how it turns out.
How's
But
Tampa?
kind of ass, bro. I'm kidding. It's okay. Like it's I haven't really done anything to be honest. Like I've just been
Yeah.
freaking out about sales.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all.
Well, it's like, dude, I'm fucking in Miami. I never go out. I never do anything. Right. I'm just in this apartment, just in my fucking office for 14 hours a day. It's fine. Nice
Yeah,
weather though when you go outside and get some sun.
exactly. Like I'm not against it. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Like I had like a few questions.
Uh-huh.
So like yesterday, I had like a few calls, and I'll just kind of go over. I'm gonna show you a call.
Okay.
But like I had a quick question on this one. So like
Yeah.
there was a lady and like she was like, yeah, she's like she wants to get into this, tried Klarna, and then she saw that like there's like $500 of interest added on top. And she was like, okay, what because she's like big on credit cards, what she'll do is like she's gonna find a like credit card that has that balance for like 0% APR for the first year, and then just pay with that versus paying with Klarna. Because like she knows she could get a card like that. And like we set up I was just like, damn, like okay. I was thinking in my mind like what I could say, but I was just like, all right, like, let's just set up like how long do you think it's gonna take you to find a card like that is what I asked her. And she's like, I mean, I get approved like for quite a few things because I have like credit cards and whatnot. We set up a call for today, and then she texts me that she found a card that's like 2,500 like limit, except but she's getting the card in like a few days, but she has $1,000 to spend. Like she's like active, you know what I mean? But it's like,
Yeah.
what could I have said on the call to
Do you
like
know
help
what a
with
credit
that?
is?
Like her credit score?
Uh-huh.
Uh, not sure, but it was like I guess enough to get approved, right?
Yeah, well, it's like generally speaking, like when I'm gonna go into financing, I'll be like, hey, like what's your credit score? Just like ballpark. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the thing that you can do if they have like above like a 720, which it sounds like she has really good credit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Instead of doing Klarna, do like American Express Everyday Blue Cash Card. Okay. So 0% for 15 months, instant approval, instant access to the card.
Bro, what?
And guess what? You don't get anything taken out due to fucking Klarna fees.
I never had that problem to begin with, to be honest. But
Oh, they give you the full thing? Like
yeah,
regardless?
yeah.
I take it out. Most companies take it out because like it charges what, like 10% or something?
I don't know. Damn. Okay.
But
So
yeah,
like,
yeah, if you just look it up like everyday cash, blue card, Amex, then it's like all they do is they fill it out, instant approval, and they get an instant visual or virtual card. Like they get instant card numbers. 15 months interest free. Typically, they get like a 15K like limit.
If you have a 750 at least, or like 720,
Yeah, like
what's the limit?
720, 750, right? They're a lot more stringent than Klarna is. So like that's why
Yeah.
I'll typically like ask. I'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, like ballpark, what is your credit at? And they're like, yeah, dude, I got like fucking 800 credit score. I'm like, all right, then we're gonna do this.
So it's the Amex Blue American Express.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna. We have a call plan for today. I'm just gonna see if she could do that.
Yeah.
All right.
And they just see.
Okay.
But if she's actively like, in it, she's talking to you, she's like, hey, the card's coming. I have $1,000 I could do right now. Like she's sold, bro.
Yeah.
But if we're wanting to get it on the call, and then also it's a really good card for them if they get approved for it, like 15 months, like interest free. Like it's hard to beat that.
That's a cracked out card wrote down.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'll do that. Then I had like one more. I had a guy. This is like not the call I'm gonna show you, but I had a guy yesterday where like went through everything. He's making pretty good money, but he's like super like fearful, right? And he was like he talks to like this other company that's like doing what that's doing what we're doing. He said we're better and we have it for like a cheaper price, which is amazing. And
you guys need to raise your price.
I know I think we're gonna push it to 5K by the end of the month.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, like I went through like a few fear reframes. I went to like the bitch voice versus the boss voice. He was falling into all of them, right? He's like, dude, I need to listen to the boss voice. Okay, why do you need to listen to the boss voice? Because of this, this, and this. But I have these exams coming up. I need to focus on them and like whatnot. It was like a bunch of bullshit. And like I knew it was bullshit. And like I was like, okay, damn. And I was like, dude, I'm just gonna say like that fear is gonna come back up. And like I was just being very real with him. And we planned to call for like Friday after his exams or whatever. And then he texts me today. He's like, bro, is it possible for me to speak to someone who's like a student? So like, yeah.
I would like at this point, I'd be like, yeah, man, we can see if we can't arrange that. Let's talk about it on call on Friday. Right. And then you just get on and you handle it.
Like handle the fear again.
Yeah, just handle like, oh, I want to talk to somebody else, blah, 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 blah. So if you look into like the flow chart, it's like, well, hey man, like we're gonna send you somebody because we definitely could. Like, what do you think they're gonna say? Good things or bad things? Like if we're sending somebody to, like, of course, like they're gonna say good things, man.
Right. Okay.
Whatever it is you're looking for, like you're gonna find it. So right now, are you looking for reasons to like not to do this or for reasons to do this? Oh, look for reasons to do this. Well, why? Why are you looking for reasons to do this, man? Oh, because of this, and that. It's like, okay. Well, it's like, hey man, like if we're really looking for reasons to do this and we know we'll find them, like what's really holding you back right now? Fear.
It was just like it was just money fear. That was
it. So it's like generally speaking, when you have somebody who's like going in loops, okay, we just need to start to be a little bit more direct in breaking their patterns. Okay. So if you watch the like objection handling commandments, like that's really what that's all about, right? Because like we have the word tracks and that stuff, and it's great that we're getting buy-in. But it's like if it's not actually breaking their pattern, their loops, then it's like it's all for nothing.
And like breaking their loops, is that with consequence?
Either
like, what is that with?
Or starting to be more direct. So if I'm looping and somebody's like, oh, dude, I know I need to do it. I'll be like, no, you don't. You don't know you need to do it. It's like, if you knew you needed to do it, like we want to have this conversation, man. Right. So it's like right now, like we both agreed, like you're hurting yourself. Okay. Because we're not taking action we need to take. So it's like we need to start having a real conversation.
Right.
Right. So it's like that just changed the tone of the entire conversation. And then it's hard for him just to go right back in the loop. So it's much more direct and to the point. Other things that you can always do that really helps you in those type of situations is like explaining to them that you'll stay as long as it takes. Right? Yeah. I don't think Satya is on the call, but like last week while I was at the airport, he was messaging me. He was on the call for a guy for like an hour and 30 minutes. And I'm like, bro, sometimes people need 3 hours. Stay on the call. Don't be a pussy. Right. And then he posted it in the win. I'm like, just tell him like you'll stay as long as it takes. And he goes, dude, that helped a lot. It's like, it like took like 2.5 hours, something like that. And he got the guy across the line.
That's retarded. Damn. 2.5 hours shit. But
yeah.
The thing was like this guy also had like because it was the morning for him in Australia, and like he was supposed to be going to work, and like his dad was texting him and whatnot. He's like, "Dude, I really need to go." And I was just like, "Yeah, man." Like, you know, I don't know.
Hey, man, Hey, like, dude, there's an X right there, right? And you can leave this call, but you haven't yet. And what that tells me is deep down, you know you need to do this. And I'm going to say as long as it takes. So you can definitely leave, but I'm going nowhere because we both agree you need to do this. Okay. So what's really holding you back?
Yeah, bro. Fuck. Okay. So then it's really just about like kind of doubling down, getting more intense so that they can. Okay.
Yeah, your
And then-
intensity needs to increase, and that's what's going to help those people like get across the line.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then I just wanted to show you a call because like I feel like, and again, they're like feelings, so I don't know if they're true or not, but it's like on the calls, like I feel like my intro is a
Yeah.
bit off, my solution awareness is off. But
Okay.
like at the end, like I get like consequence, like dude, it'd be depressing. I'd feel disappointed in myself, like if I never got anything started, right? Like
Yeah.
I get all those things, but like I feel like these kind of things in the call are off. Because like for example, the call I'm about to show you, this woman went through everything, right? Got her to say like, yeah, it'd be depressing if this happened. She's like an esthetician, and then literally at the end of the call, objectionless, right? She's like, yeah, I want to get this done. I was like, how do you feel? She's like, I feel amazing, right? And then we're about to take payment. And then I send her like the onboarding and whatnot. And then we still haven't taken payment yet. And she's like, oh, I have these clients that are coming in like right now.
Take
She's like, I
payment first
really
before
need
you
to go.
send anything else.
Yeah, no, I should probably like I have to like revoke that. Because like then after that she was like, I should have done that, to be fair. I've never done it where I've sent it first and then you know what I mean? I don't know why I did it that way.
Yeah.
But then like
it's just like always, as soon as they say yes, you're like, hey, how does it feel? Proud of you. You've actually like bet on yourself. I'm just going to need a little bit of info from you. Is this your right email? Okay. What's your card details? Right. The name's right. What's your card details? And you just take down their information. Typically, I'm going to share my screen while I'm taking payment. Right. And then that way they can see what you're doing, take payment, and then then you send them all the onboard and stuff. But it's like, don't complicate. Like after you get the yes, right? Like get a little bit more buy-in like you did. Great. But then it's like, just take the details.
So then, like, why did she leave like that, though? I feel like if she actually did want to get into it, like, she gave no objection, but she just, like, left the call. And then after that, she texted me. She's like, oh, I'm going to be done in 2 hours. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll just take care of it over the phone. And then she just, like, ghosted me.
Yeah, like, who knows? It's hard to say. Generally speaking, that's going to be fear. Okay? Because then, like, she had this crescendo. You did a really good job in the sales call. Like, this sounds amazing. And then she might have even had clients there, right? If she owns her own business, people walked in. And then, like, 2 hours pass. And then she's like, oh, fuck. Well, that's a lot of money.
Right.
And then you're not there. Right? So, just generally speaking, once you get the yes, get a little bit more buy-in, take the card details, and then send them all. Like, don't overcomplicate it.
And I should take the card details.
Yeah.
Because usually we send them the link to fill it out themselves.
Yeah, just take the card details. Like, it's just going to be the easiest thing, dude. Like, you just go ahead. What I'll do is I'll just share and I'll take their card details, like just in Stripe or whatever payment processor you guys use.
Yeah, we use like, damn, wow, that's so retarded. Like, at least just look over the call. Like, tell me if like I'm like delusional. Cause I like the thing is like I go through the process and then I don't see the result. And then like I'm crashing out because like then I start double thinking like the discovery and all that. So it's like
yeah. Well, it's like okay. First and foremost, because what percentage are we closing at right now?
I mean, these past 2 days I haven't closed anyone.
Yeah, but then there's days that you're closing everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say like I don't know 100%, but around like 50-60% right now. But it's like
okay,
my mind's only thinking like these past 2 days.
Yeah, well that's the thing, man. Right? So it's like that's why it's like, hey, when you're closing like 100%, right? Are you like the best salesperson in the world?
Feels like that,
yeah. You get what I mean? But then when you're closing 0%, now you're the worst salesperson in the world.
Right.
So like that is the issue. So it's like just with anything, like zoom out, right? Because over a long enough period of time, like you close 60%, which is still really fucking good. Right. But it's like on like 100% day, it's like, hey, we're not the best salesperson in the world. But on a 0% day, we're not the worst salesperson in the world. Like we just follow the process. And if we do that, like over a long enough time horizon, 60% of the people give over the money. Dude,
right.
Fucking great. Now, can we work to make sure we get to like 70%? 80%? Like, yeah, we can definitely do that. But like, you never want to get down on yourself. Like, hey, if you've had a day, 2 days, maybe we didn't have any sales. Because like sometimes like that just happens. And then like we have days where we close everyone. Like you were having, like when we talked like last week, right? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, fucking everyone I talk to, I closed. Fantastic, dude.
Right.
Right. So it's like we're gonna have those days. We're gonna have days that we don't close people. So it's just more about for you in terms of like state management, like zoom out a bit. So like that way we don't have too much ups, too much downs.
Mhm.
Okay. Every force has an opposite equal reaction. So if you allow yourself to get like way up over the top, and then when you lose a sale, like then like that causes like more of like a low.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Not to
No,
say
it's
we can't
definitely
get better on the deals we don't
right.
close, but it's just to
Right,
make
right.
sure we have like the full picture and we never get too down on ourselves.
1000%. Yeah, no, it's definitely something I gotta like kind of take care of as far as like
Yeah.
state. Like, do you have time for a call or no?
Yeah, let's take a look, man.
I know it's like past. Here, let me just share them.
This meeting is being recorded.
Now there's two of you. There we go.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Just living the dream over here, right?
Good.
Amazing. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Arizona.
Arizona. It's hot as hell over there. I don't know how you
I
do
know
that.
you're telling me.
I don't know how you're doing that. I remember I went there like last May. My nose was bleeding like all day. It was my first time I went there though.
Why? Why was it bleeding?
Super dry.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
No, yeah, I'm originally from Chicago. I'm here in Tampa right now though, so it's like a little bit more moist. My nose ain't doing all that, right? So we're chilling.
I love
But-
Florida. The weather out there is nice.
Nah, it's nice and warm. 100%. I love it. But honestly, like I know we're a bit limited on time. Like, is it cool if we just jump right in?
Yeah, let's go.
Amazing. Cool. I have like a little bit of notes on you, right? Like I know you're an esthetician and whatnot, but like honestly, like I just want to hear from you, right? Like what even attracted you to like go ahead and book a call with us in the first place?
Yeah, so I've been interested in e-commerce, like digital, like passive income or just digital income in general for a really long time. I've tried the digital marketing, the Amazon FBA, the drop shipping. I've done it all. But
Oh, yeah.
the thing that I didn't do, no, literally, was have like a community around me where I'm able to discuss like my problems or like the wins, anything.
Okay. 100%. So like having like that community, like the guidance, all that
Mm-hmm.
makes total sense. Cause like as far as like why even going into like e-commerce, starting an online business, like what's kind of coming
Yeah,
up for you that has
pause.
you looking to start one to begin with?
Yeah, like Michael has a really good point. Like your energy is like much more improved.
My energy?
Yeah, just
I
like
feel
the
like
way
my
you're showing up
energy's
to
ass,
calls.
bro. I feel like it's fake. Oh shit.
Yeah, like the way you're showing up to calls like is better. Okay. Now I'd say you could do it too much. It doesn't seem like you're doing it too much. Right? You're kind of like matching how she was like on the call. Now, like I don't really like to talk about like the weather and shit like that. But if it
I
makes you
honestly
feel more
shouldn't have,
comfortable. Yeah, if it makes you feel more comfortable going to the conversation, she seemed to be open to it, like fantastic. Also, I'd always be a little bit careful of just overusing the word like honestly. Okay, but just
Yeah.
little things. But really, like, you know, you're showing up, energy is good. You actually seem like you want to be there. So all that stuff's good.
But it's
Okay.
like literally like the minute before this call, so I was like freaking pissed off because like why haven't I closed anything? But is that like
it doesn't come across that way.
it feels fake. I don't know. Like that's the thing for me. Like I feel fake almost kind of doing that.
Well,
Is that
on
a bad
some,
thing? Like
well, on some level, when we're talking about sales, it is a bit of acting.
yeah.
I'm searching for words on a question that I'm about to ask that I've asked 1,000 times the exact same way before.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, when the way that you're thinking about it, man, is just in all realms of life. Okay, we are like a different type of person, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right. Your sales version of yourself, right? That's going to be slightly different than how you are, like in the everyday like world. Right. So
Right,
it doesn't mean
right.
like you're like fake or anything along those lines. It's just like you're in a different medium right now.
Mm. I
Okay?
see. It's like that alter ego that you were kind of talking about before.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm really good at marketing, business, sales. I've always excelled in those areas.
Okay.
That's why.
But I guess like why not just get like a sales job? Like why start something online?
Because sales jobs, I want it like to make my own profit. I'm not trying to keep making someone else rich. Even though like
I
you make
see.
a good amount of money, it's just I'd rather work for myself.
100%. Right. So like there's like make more money, work for yourself. I hear you. Right. Because like right now you're doing the esthetician stuff. Right. So it's like just so I understand, it's like lashes. Right. I'm not very big on all that.
Yeah, I do lashes, laser, hair removal,
All that,
laser
okay.
services in general, and facials.
Okay. Makes total sense. Like how long have you been doing that all for? Like
For
the
3 years.
esthetician? Damn, 3 years?
Mhm.
That's a while, right? Like I guess then like what's kind of coming up for you? That I guess like just makes you feel like the money you're making, you know, like it just isn't quite enough. Like we need more.
Yeah, so it's not even the money that I'm making. Well, like, yeah, that plays a part, but really, it's I want to move out of my hometown, like out of Arizona. I want to venture off, and
Okay.
I have clients. Like that's what keeps it going is like being in the same place, having your clients. That's what makes me money. So yeah,
I see what you're saying. So like you're kind of tied down to Arizona because of your clients.
yep.
Okay. So like location freedom, having all that. I guess like how long have you kind of been tied down to Arizona because of it?
3 years.
Damn. Okay. So it's been the whole 3 years. I thought like maybe you worked at a spot and then you know what I mean. So like, is this
Yeah,
your own
no.
business?
Yeah, I do my own business, and then I do laser services under a spa.
Okay. Okay. No, that makes total sense. Really cool. Because then like you kind of like because like I don't know how like obviously I'm not in your shoes, you're not in mine, but like kind of being stuck because of like the clients that we have, and like obviously just because of the business, like being stuck in like Arizona, like not being able to move. I guess like over these past 3 years, like what impact would you say it's kind of had like on your day to day?
Yeah, so pretty much I like to travel. Like I've traveled from a young age, out of the in the country, everything. So
Yeah.
I don't like not being able to. And
Mhm.
like, yeah, taking like little weekend trips or here and there are cool, but I want to completely relocate, like, and call a whole new place home.
Okay, like where are you trying to move?
Dallas or Florida.
Okay, okay, Dallas, Florida. Like any reason why those two places?
I feel like there's more things to do out there, and I'm tired of being in
100%.
my
I would say
hometown.
like right
It's
now,
pretty.
if we pause real quick, we can probably get a little bit more context. Right. So it's like we got that like she was stuck. We got a little bit of like what that meant, so, like how long. But I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, tons of people live in Arizona, like not trying to get out of it. Like why are you not okay just being stuck in Arizona? Right. Like
I need to
asking
do
that
that more, like
question there.
probing,
Yeah, and
understanding
it's
what's
gonna
going
give you
on.
a much more context before you go into the personal impact question, or you go into like, how it's impacting like their day to day. Just because you'll get a little bit more like surface level answers if you just jump right into it.
Right.
Okay. But you're still like she's being very open. You're getting good problems out of her, like what she wants to do. Like so it's like all that stuff is still good, but we can just probably probe a little bit more, get a little bit more specifics out of her and
Mm-hmm.
have a better conversation.
All right. Okay.
It's not small, but it's like there's new horizons somewhere.
I'm there with you. Honestly, I love that. Because like besides, of course, like, making more money, having that location freedom, like
Mhm.
what would you say is maybe like the main reason you want to learn from, like Leo and Margarita on how to start your own online business
Mhm.
rather than just kind of like keep trying it on your own and, hope and pray it all works out.
Let's go back to the community thing. I would really like to just have people that are like minded I'm able to connect with and grow with instead of like just being on my own. Because like two minds are better than one.
You're 1,000% right. And I agree with you on that. Because like, for example, like if you had like 5 friends and they were all making like 10K per month, who do you feel like is going to be the next person to do that?
It would be me.
Yeah. So I'm 100%
Yeah,
there
you
with
want
you.
people hang around.
Exactly right. Because like with this business, like how much are you looking to make from it? Like let's say in the next 6 to 12 months, so that you could do it full time. Like what's that goal?
I really don't know yet. I just want to get in the field and see
Okay.
how lucrative it is.
Well, like I mean, getting in the field without a goal, like you might just get lost. Right? Like-
yeah. Okay.
Like how much would you need to make so that you could like leave the esthetician job and do this full time?
Minimum, I'd say 8K a month. Minimum.
Okay. Minimum 8K. Cool. Because like how does that compare to like what you're doing now with like the lasers and the lashes and stuff?
It's a little bit more. The thing is with laser and lashes, it's not consistent. Like it depends on the client. That's what keeps you open. So
So
it's
then
hard
like
to
if you look at like the past
track
3
everything.
months, like I guess like the past 3 months, like what was like your average kind of like monthly then?
My average monthly was probably around 5.
Okay. So like kind of close to like doubling it. Honestly, let's just push it to 10K at that point.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I wanted to,
No,
not
because like
too-
doubling your income, I appreciate you being humble, right? It's just like we're here to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So like hitting like the 10K, cool. Because like before we started talking, like I know you mentioned to me that like hey, you tried a few things online, but like have you been out there like looking for any hands-on help so that you can start this online business, or I guess like what have you been doing on that front?
Okay, so this is kind of like my online help that I am outsourcing. And then I've done like courses online too, but they were all just like not one-on-one, or they were like pre-recorded and they didn't really give too much. So
Okay. And like what were they for? Like trading and whatnot?
one was for like I've done one for trading, I've done one for affiliate marketing, like digital marketing. Yeah, that's it. Amazon FBA, I did it on my
Yeah,
own.
you need to dive into
Okay.
this.
Like how long ago did you do those courses?
That was a while ago. That was probably
Like dive into like how long ago, or like is it what I?
Well,
is
it's like
what I
how
did,
long
like,
ago was it? And it's like, hey, and like so you've tried a few different courses. Did other people get results like in those courses, those programs?
Mhm.
And okay, so if other people got results, like what do you feel like prevented you from being able to get results with it then?
And like why is that important to know?
But here's the thing, because you're also going to offer some type of pre-recorded things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I wouldn't want her to devalue like that aspect of the program. Like, yes, you do hands-on, like you do have the hands-on help. You guys don't do one-on-ones.
No.
Right. So she mentioned one-on-ones and then she's like, oh, like the course and stuff, like, yeah, it just weren't good. right? So it's like in my head, that could be a potential value objection.
I was thinking the same. That's why I ask an ideal criteria here as well, like for that specific reason.
Yeah. So it's like from here, I'd want to dive into like, hey, like, okay, how long ago did you do those? And did other people do them and like get results, or like what actually happened? Half the time they're going to say like, well, I don't know if people got results, but did they have like testimonials, like people who said they got good results? Okay. So people did get results. So if other people are getting results, like what do you feel like preventing you from being able to get results? Okay. I want her to blame herself. Okay. And do you feel like now you're in a different spot? So it's like something like that want to happen. Like, why do you feel that way? And you tried that 18 months ago. So maybe what's preventing you in the past 18 months of actually getting more hands-on help, so that way you could start your own business and really double your income?
Yeah, I don't know why. Like in my mind, while I'm in the call, like I feel lost. But talking about it with you, like it makes a bit more sense. Like why? Okay, we're asking this to understand.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like so I'm making her like see, like pointing a mirror, seeing that she's kind of like the issue why it didn't work, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like you want to peel back the layers here. And then so it's like she doesn't blame the course thing, because again,
Yeah.
like that can cause doubt, because you guys do have like a program side of things that is pre-recorded, that is valuable. So if she's like, programs, courses, pre-recorded shit doesn't work, and then at the end you're like, hey, you're gonna have coaching, but you're gonna have to go through this course as well, that could cause doubt.
Hmm.
And then I also want to understand, like, okay, how long ago did she do it? And then what's prevented her since she last did it of getting more hands-on help?
Yeah.
Right. And then like that's when we're gonna be able to like drill down on the belief that's been holding her back.
Mm, I see.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense.
Before I was like actually active working. That was like when I was in school for aesthetics.
Oh, damn. Then like, I guess between then and now, like, what's kind of been holding you back from like finding, like that mentorship so that you can get to that 10K per month?
Yeah, I think I was just really focused on building clientele for aesthetics and everything that I didn't even. I'm not gonna say have time, but I didn't manage my time properly to have that as my focus. My
I
focus
see.
is aesthetics.
And like, do you feel like right now, like with the time that you have, like you would be able to like handle starting another online business?
Yeah, for sure. And now that I've had like my experience in aesthetics, I'm confident in like making profit from this and then being able to branch out into a new city and then building clientele there too and then being able to do both.
1,000%. I love that. Because like when it comes down to like you actually getting that support, I guess like what type of help do you feel like you would need specifically so that you can get to this 10K per month? Because like you've been through some courses, like what do you feel like you need?
Anyone that
So like with that, I would probably bridge into, okay, so it's like we're focusing on other things. So it just really wasn't a priority to like get our own business like up and going. Or our own online business up and going.
I didn't really catch them.
Right. So like that's what we'd want to go ahead and do. Okay.
So it'd be like, okay, sure, the time, but it's like, are you actually willing to like prioritize getting this done?
Well,
So
it's
to
like
hit this 10K per month.
So it's like, so I want to drill down and attack like the cost of her inaction. And also like me personally, I want to go and like create an identity gap. So like that's what I want to go into here. So that's what I'm searching for. But like let's say you don't want to go even like that hard in the paint in terms of like the pre-handling. It's just like, okay, well, can you see how like you just not, I guess like not making the time, not making it a priority? Like, has that led you to just being where you're at right now, where you're stuck in Arizona and you really can't travel the way you want to? Are you okay with me saying that? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm okay with you saying that. So I guess if we had to attach a cost to it, like what do you feel like this actually cost us in the past like 18 months? Oh, well, maybe some time, travel. Well, it's like, okay, well, do you mind if we do the math on that a little bit? So if right now you said like, okay, you feel like you could be doing like 10K like per month. Right now we're doing 5. So like that's 5,000 per month, right? Okay, so it's like time 18 months. Okay, so just over the last 18 months, like we left $90,000 like on the table. Does that number look right? Oof, yeah, I can definitely see why you might be looking for some help with that. I do have to ask, is that way of thinking of like not making this a priority, like not actually utilizing your time correctly, is that worth keeping moving forward if we actually want something different?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because if I keep doing that, then I'm gonna go another 18 months with no change.
Yeah, but like let's pull that thread a little bit. Because what happens if we do go another 18 months, right? Because like that's what's happened the past 18 months. Like what happens if that continues?
well, then like I'd never be able to move out, and like I'd just be stuck in Arizona.
Okay. But for you, right? Because some people are fine just kind of staying in the same place. Like, what would be the day-to-day ramifications of you being stuck, not being able to move out in Arizona?
Well, I mean, I would be stuck around the same types of people, and I like to travel, so like not being able to do that, like I'd feel trapped like for
Yeah.
so much longer.
Yeah. You don't want to feel trapped, do you?
No.
Okay. So then to help me understand a little bit, like what do you actually feel like you would need then, right? Like from us to, get you the skills so that way you don't feel trapped. And then like if you wanted to do ideal criteria.
I normally don't do ideal criteria because like what you told me before. Now the reason why I did it this time is because like she mentioned like the one-on-one, she mentioned that they just had pre-recorded
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
if I know, I would like attack that there in my mind. I don't know if that's the right way to think, but
Yeah. Yeah. You can do that. Like generally speaking, I would want to just get her to blame herself. So it's like that way, it would be easier to overcome it. Right.
okay.
If like she admits like, oh, well, I wasn't like dedicating time and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely need to get deeper on like solution awareness because like the way that you go about doing it's like
Mhm.
you really kind of like tie them up. And like I've had some cases where it's like that and it works out very well.
Mhm.
But it's
It's
also
just
like I've
repetition.
realized, yeah, like I realized that like lately I haven't really been making people cry, which is like a weird thing to say, but like when I was, or like I don't know what I did differently to make them cry. And it would usually happen like in consequence or in like future pace. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know. Do you
Yeah.
think is my solution awareness like the depth of it? Maybe that's partially why, or no?
Well, it's like when we talk about the depth of like solution, that's more pre-handling objections. Um, Generally speaking. So I would say if you're diving into like the identity piece, like that will really get that will get people to their core if we're gonna go like all the way there. But if you're not doing that piece, then it's like not really. Okay. So in
Mhm.
terms of like with the problem, from what I can see on this call, is just like not getting some specifics. Okay.
Like probing,
So,
getting context.
yeah, it's like, hey, like why not okay, like staying in Arizona? Like I know tons of people are fine with it. Right. It's like, oh well, I'm not okay because of this, and this. I really like to travel, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, and like have you not really been able to travel much? Or like what's actually coming up for you right now?
Mm.
Okay. And it's like you being more like how does that actually impact, just like you, like on a day-to-day basis? How so? What do you mean? And how does that make you feel? Are you able to just to take it like layers deeper? Now, some people you're gonna talk to, it's like you're not gonna make everyone cry.
Right, right.
Okay. So just understand that. Like you can have the perfect call, like with me, bro. Like I'm not gonna cry on a call.
Yeah.
Right? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So just take that, but understand if you're able to just get a little bit more specific on where are her problems actually showing up. Okay. Like what are some moments that are like coming up for her that makes her feel like, she really wants to travel?
Mm.
Like that's what I would want to understand. Like are there specific things like you're wanting to go to or do that you just haven't been able to? Like what do you
And
mean?
you'd ask that in, like in problem awareness.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And if
Got
she's
it.
like, some like travel girl or whatever it is, like that's really important to her. I'd like want to understand, like, okay, um, like what have you missed, if anything? Right. So it's the same thing, like, like that time question. Like you working all those hours, like what is that preventing you from doing? Or what is that keeping you away from? Well, you being stuck in Arizona, like what is that keeping you away from that maybe you'd want to do? Same type of question. So it's just like it just depends on the context. So these are like,
I
and
see.
again, don't be like super rigid, like, hey, you have to ask this question like that, like every time.
Yeah,
But it's just, I'm
yeah.
giving you some extra tools in terms of questions to peel back more of the layers and get her to be more open because she's being very open. It's just you getting more specifics, which will help her and you connect more of the dots.
Yeah. I mean, I could show you like the consequence because like she does talk about all that stuff, but like
Mhm.
I don't know if you want to see like the end. Maybe the way I go about doing it, it's like stupid or something.
Mhm. Yeah, pull it up, man.
So this is me like showing results, and like the discovery is also like pretty long too. But
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I guess like what about it makes you feel like it would?
Because
you
I
the time
have
bound
like
value.
I know a little bit about the
Yeah.
field already, so
Mhm.
I feel like being able to come together with you guys, I'll be able to
Mhm.
actually scale the product and the website and make what I want to.
100%. Because like I think it'd be a great fit for this. Like, would it help if we kind of went over how we could get you onboarded?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, like, as far as the investment, so we don't do like a monthly thing. All right.
Mhm.
So it's a one-time investment of $3K.
Okay.
Now, what this gives you is lifetime access to the mentorship, the community, and the coaching calls,
Okay.
so that you can hit that 10K and then scale from there.
Okay. Nice.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, I'm still interested.
Let's do it. How do you feel?
I'm so
Good. How do you?
interested.
Yeah, that was weird, right?
Like that.
I've
That's
never
weird.
heard that. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know if that was just her being like, because she's just like kind of an interesting person in general. So I just kind of overlooked it.
But if she said something like that, I'd be like, "You're still interested, or you want to do it?" Right? Like I would just clarify. Now it could just be like that's her interesting way of like speaking. Like I don't know. But I would just clarify before moving forward. And then it's like, okay, I just need a little bit of info from you. Like let's like it, it's email I have here. Is like that the right email? And this is like your name that's gonna be like on the card. Okay, I'll just need your card details. Right? Simple. Like, and I'm gonna
You
share
fair.
my screen while I'm doing it.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna have to start doing that because like look at like I don't know, look at what happens here, right?
Oh.
I mean, like I know it's gonna change your life, right? Like honestly, like it's not gonna change the shoes I wear, the car I drive, but like it's gonna change your life. Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
excited for you. So
Thank you.
would it help? Like let's get that organized, and then I'll set you up with a one-on-one with one of our coaches.
Mhm.
Would that help?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So then I'm gonna send you a link for the investment. Just one sec. Here, I'll send it here in the chat.
Like, tell me if you see something that I
In the
don't,
Zoom
because I don't know why she
There you
just
go.
left, bro.
And then I'm gonna set up your onboarding. And I have an
Nothing.
email
I would
like on
just say
file for you. Like is this the email? What?
I would just say like, hey, just let me know when you take care. Like, if you are gonna send it, just like, hey, let me know. Like, does that link work all right? Let me know when you got everything and you take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like also part of the problem is like you send them over the link. Let's say like the card declines or something, and they're like, oh well, I gotta go. Fuck, right? It's like you don't have insight on like what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just about like me taking their card.
Yeah, and it's super simple. You just share your screen, and if somebody gives you a big like hubbub about it, then it's like you could send over the link and it's fine.
Yeah.
Right? It's not gonna be the end of the world. 99.9% of people don't have a problem with it.
Damn. Okay. I think that's really it then. Like, but aside from like the discovery from like what you did see, like it's just more about going into context, like or like getting more like in there, like probing,
Yeah,
like
I
all
would say
that.
that's the biggest thing that maybe we can improve on what we're doing. Just getting a little bit more context, like slowing down a bit. But yeah, that's really the biggest thing I see. But we can dive a little bit deeper into like the pre-handling as well to
Yeah,
see if
for
there
sure.
is anything there. But overall, like your energy's good. She's very open. You're getting her to be open. We are getting to problems. All that stuff's really good. Okay. So it's like, let's not stop doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep doing that. Energy, all that, fantastic. It's just like now start to just take a little bit more time getting some of these like specifics out of her.
Okay, I'm
I
kind
don't
of
know
glad
how
that you're
it's-
telling me this because like I don't know, I felt like I was like mentally ill yesterday. Like I don't know what the freak was going on. Like
Yeah.
because like
Well, if you get too like hyper specific, like focus on like 2 days of selling, man. It's like, what if you talk to like, all homeless people in 2 days? Like, are you now bad at sales?
no. But then it's like I
Yes.
think of like because like what's like Chris gonna think? What are these guys gonna think when they see 2 days of no sales? But it's also like the other closer yesterday didn't close anything, and on Tuesday like nothing happened either. So like,
Yeah.
but like still, it's just like I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah. But again, like if you're in your head and now you're pressing, like how differently are you going to show up on your calls?
Maybe a bit more like needy.
You're more forward, needy. Like that shit does seep in. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like that's why you have to be careful of not allowing that to seep in. Like the score
Right.
takes care of itself. You follow your process, you have good conversations, you close 60% of the people you talk to. Now let's keep on working to get it higher, but it's like score takes care of itself.
Right.
It's like that way we don't press. If we want to press a little bit, let's press by doing fucking dials and just talking to more people. But in our conversations, we don't press.
Okay.
Right? We can press with activity, like, hey, like let me just up the activity so I talk to more people and make sure I get sales. That's fine. But then once we're actually talking to people, it's like we have to be a bit more detached, like not pressing for it.
Of course, yeah. And like, cause I know you recommended me that book, like Letting Go, and I've been reading that shit, like, or like listening to it like quite a lot. Like I always listen to like the Desire chapter for whatever reason. I feel like that one resonates with me a lot, so I always listen to it. But like when it comes to letting go of, like, for example, like outcomes or like things like that, right? Where it's like not pushing stuff like that. Like, what would you like within the book? Like, what chapter should I look at?
I think you're on the right chapter. It's something you have to practice, man. Right? And
Like
it's
letting go.
And if it's something that we're expecting that this is going to be some overnight thing, right? Like, hey, I hear these magic words and then boom, done. I never have to deal with this problem ever again. Like we're searching for something that doesn't exist.
Right.
Okay. So it's just like understanding that. Like that's a big one. Now, when we're talking about like a bit of like emotional regulation and making sure we're always in the right state, like when we're on our calls, that's why like I wholeheartedly believe in like using the alter ego effect and everything like I outlined there to make sure you're stepping into like the right person on your calls.
Right. Okay.
So if something that you need right now is somebody who's a bit more detached, someone who's a bit more curious, whatever it is, like search like who is something that you might admire who is like that. And like how can you step into them ads like on the call?
I have like a pre-framed checklist that I did like with I don't know if you know Josh Lyons, right?
Yeah.
And I have like channel my inner Christian poet, right? So you got that going. But yeah, no, 100%. I appreciate it, man. I know we have a one-on-one later today, so like we'll dive into some stuff there, but I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Hopefully you found that helpful. Now, if you want to get specific help from me and have me review your calls, check out the first link in the description. If not, if you want to enjoy some more sweet sales content, you can take a look here or here. I'll post it on here and you can actually see me sell somebody live. Hopefully you found this enjoyable. Leave your biggest takeaway in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.